Hello, Internet. How y'all doing today?
Good evening, chat.
Is there a drop coming? Always.
Always a
You
drop.
gotta wait till 5. So, behold!
The Fuyutsuki.
Who needs NDAs? Fuyutsuki.
Total hitting a 35 stream streak.
Holy
Thank
crap.
you very much.
What's up, Total?
We appreciate you.
Easy,
Hope
man.
everything's going well with your significant other in the hospital. Everyone sends some
rip.
positive vibes.
Yeah, agreed. Hearts out for you, man. Hang in there. So, Fuyutsuki is a ship that's coming. We have a rare opportunity to kind of show something off a little earlier than we typically do, which is always exciting. Getting the green light for that. It is a green ship, and he's
I would say you
also
can't get more green than
very
I am.
green. Yeah,
I
I'll
am
show
the
off what you're
most
wearing.
green Conte Verde. I'm the verdeest.
So, as you might see, it comes with quite a few tools. It's got not only exhaust smoke generator, which is a little rare for Japanese destroyers, but it's got a main battle reload booster and a torpedo reload booster. Torpedoes are okay. They're kind of just more of a nice to have versus its main firepower, which is certainly its HE. Which actually has really good penetration. It does penetrate at 30 millimeters, which is pretty much good enough for all cruisers for the most part. So if you do get in this good position where you can lay down some firepower with your HE and that reload booster, you're laying down some deeps. I'll tell you what. So I've had a couple games with it, and I've been having fun, but it doesn't have the best detectability, so it's not a ship that you really kind of want to go running into a cap with. You kind of just want to be supporting your friendoids and getting in a good position to farm down some targets is my experience with it thus far. I don't necessarily say that's a word of law, but it's what I would recommend.
No, the Snarf is law. We all know this.
Ooh, and speaking of spookies.
Who's the guy on the right? Never seen him before. Yeah, I don't know. Who is that?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Who dat is? Ooh,
What is the
we
next
got
line
an
of
Iowa.
ships? The next line of ships, as announced on the dev blog, is the Pan American DD line. So you will see more updates about them going forward, but that will be the next line. And if you watched our roadmap video, which is still available wherever fine videos are sold or watched, you will see there's a bit of another line that is teased in there. Not gonna, we'll let you go discover that one for yourself.
Fair enough. Ooh, looks like, damn, just lost sight of my friend there.
Hit by a single area torpedo, immediately get flooding and knocked out my rudder. C'est la vie.
Watch those torpedoes, thankfully.
Total, I know you can't read. I would not expect you to read
We're
that
gamers,
well.
we don't read.
Yeah.
And smoke's about to run out, so we're going to go dark, and we're going to hide behind this little island. Not
You just
a
yell in
huge
Discord.
amount of hits, but
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
Chad is asking, how do we get the Fuyutsuki?
so I
Currently,
don't
you
know
don't.
exactly if what I'm allowed to share or not. To be perfectly honest, we're in this weird position where it's out, but it's not really out.
Yeah, currently...
It's coming soon.
Yeah, we got a soon TM in chat for the Fuyutsuki.
Yeah, we're getting to show off the gameplay a little early. I don't want to ruffle too many feathers when it comes to the mechanisms and everything, so I won't share that yet. But keep an eye out; it's coming soon.
Roadmap should be a sea map or ocean map. We do have a map called Ocean, but it used to be Waterline, and we've sort of revamped it into a road map. So, yes, there are not a whole lot. Where we are going, we don't need roads, but in this case, a road map is helpful. You wonder if Swift and Silence would be viable for Fuyutsuki. Now that is interesting. Your torpedoes, well, you do have a torpedo reload booster, but permanently hampering your guns like that, I don't know if that would be worth it.
I don't think so. I was kind of debating as well, and you'll see it in the video that we're going to show off later. Like the extra penetration on HE, I honestly don't even think it's worth it either. I'd prefer to have the burn chance, which isn't particularly phenomenal on Japanese destroyers, but any percentage that you can one, maintain your fire chance, and or I think I will
Let's see,
save
I
as much
believe
health as I can right now.
if you are not running IFHE and you are fully built and have all your appropriate flags and everything, your fire chance on your HE for Fuyutsuki is 7%. Do not know. Snarf is the one playing the ship. Snarf can...
Yeah, I think it's like base 5 right now, but see if I can torch down this Iowa. I'm going to actually pop that reload booster just so you guys can see the amount of shells that this thing can spray down. So right now, we're at 5 penetrations. Let's see how much we get. So I am targeting the superstructure, obviously, on that Iowa. And as you can see, we're getting a couple hits for like 2,000 every few seconds and setting fires along the way. So it's pretty juicy once you line it up right. And the exhaust smoke, you can't really sit in the smoke and farm like
No, not at all.
some gun shoots. I mean, yeah, right. But it lasts long enough that you can get in a good position, kind of be maneuvering so you're not just super vulnerable to torpedoes, and then kind of just duck out at a better time too. Ooh, I think we fight this gearing.
To answer your
we
question,
fight this
total,
gearing. I want to fight this gearing.
The Verde Est Conte Verde.
He's about to go dark in his own smoke, so hopefully he stops spotting us. We're spotted by airplanes anyhow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot all those down. The enemy carrier has been kind of interested in me, which fair. Although for a battleship, the Conte Verde's AA is not bad. I've already shot down. What is that? 10. Make that 11 aircraft.
I've got pretty decent anti-aircraft as well.
The Akazuki class were AA escort destroyers. That was the design.
I believe the guns were like dual purpose.
They
right?
were. The 100 millimeter main guns were dual purpose. That was kind of the whole point of them.
Yeah. Sit the bed like the other Japanese 100mm guns. They have 30 millimeters of penetration by default.
Yes, that is correct. Which is plenty for most cruisers at the tier, which is nice.
What is the reload time of the DD? I believe it is about 2.5 seconds by default, not counting, AR or anything like that. Looking at it in the team lineup, it is in fact exactly 2.5 seconds by default.
Oh.
Youch! That was a big old hit on Snarf.
It is. I'm farming my adrenaline rush right now.
You are farming your keister off, my friend.
Ooh, please go dark. 7 seconds. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm just going to use my smoke, just in a desperate prey.
Yes, we had the mysterious voice from beyond Kilo.
Woof. I think we're technically alive.
Technically.
And that's all you really need to do when you're a destroyer. As everybody knows.
Everyone knows.
1 HP is enough HP in a destroyer.
Mostly dead is slightly alive. Good movie, that one.
Tis. Every scene in that movie is very good.
Billy Crystal,
They
always
do.
fantastic. Whether he is Miracle Max or a sentient little flame in Howl's Moving Castle, which I did not know was a role he
Was that
performed
his? I didn't know that there. Huh.
until much later. But yes, he is I forget the name of the it's not Cinder, the little flame in Howl's Moving Castle, the one that eats the eggshells when he's making the breakfast.
Cinder block. I'm going to go try to farm this Zumo, I think. I'm going to zoom over there while I'm going there and see if you're doing anything interesting. Looks like you're going to get in the cap, which is always nice.
I am looking to get in the cap. I'm getting a little close to the Bismarck, which, considering he is a secondary battleship, is not ideal. However, I do have
well, that guy has been
quite a bit of
deleted.
DPM, and the Bismarck is probably not going to enjoy this, especially if he keeps firing HE at me with his main guns.
Yeah. Conte Verde's damage output is very, very consistent and high, so...
Also, this has been something that has been of note since the changes to fighters. Fighters don't spot. So dropping
is
fighters right
ancient
on the
history
head
at this
of
point.
an enemy ship will not help you. It will, however, mean that your fighters die immediately. So,
Ooh, looks like we got a good
as much as I
opportunity to farm
appreciate
this
the
Bismarck.
free plane kills, and I do appreciate the free plane kills, it doesn't do anything other than Calcifer. Thank you. Yes, that was the name of the little
Calcifer. That is a name.
the flame spirit flame imp something. It there was... I can't remember the exact...
All right, looks like we're pulling this around.
Yeah, I want to know where this
What is my fire rate right
enemy
now?
Noistrashimi is.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds on my just standard non-boosted attack
There he
speed.
is.
Noistrashimi. Gearing is still
Now,
sneaking around
this
somewhere.
could
It's a
actually
little
hurt if the
terrifying.
Bismarck gets his guns around on me. I hopefully can kill him before that happens. Okay, he's dead.
Is he done? Oop, there's the gearing.
Noistrashimi is
Ooh,
dark.
gearing is also very, very close to being dead.
There he is.
I think our Halfard's going to take care of him. Nice.
Say, if you're going to be fighting a DD, the Conte Verde is one of the best battleships for it. Although you don't have Hydro, which a lot of other battleships that, you know, are good DD hunters do. But you can't
Nicely done.
argue with the results of
I'll
that
take
stat.
care.
And there's an AA
All right.
defense expert.
We're living. We got them on the run. I think taking the first game in the bag.
It is looking good. I say I wish I'd done more damage, but honestly, I'm happy I survived getting attacked by this many planes
You tell me about
in a
it.
battleship that is not particularly tanky. Oh, and there's the sub from
I mean,
somewhere. I don't know, I'm going to guess over there.
looks like you're getting skipped.
Getting skip bombed.
Thunked.
The enemy sub is over here. Did dodge the torpedoes
Good
because
job.
I'm just that good.
Yeah, you are. God, that submarine went on a journey.
Yeah, at last he was spotted. He was over on the outside of A. He has
F1 all
not
the way
been
over
spotted
to
until now, and he is in B.
5-6 line.
Let's see. Those torpedoes are going to miss, which is good. Those ones, hopefully I can dodge. Stevie is thankfully providing me with some cover. And I don't think he has the alpha to kill me in one shot. Although they are the Russian rockets, and those do tend to sting. Yep, just like that.
Oof. Shot down 3 planes there, the second one.
Now, the U-4501 does not have a deck gun, so unless he rams you... I mean,
I don't
his
see him.
torpedoes, you're only on 200 health. So even...
Yeah, I get looked at aggressively and I've died.
Yeah, I mean, it's the case of torpedoes from submarines do severely reduce damage within their 3-kilometer window. But that might still be enough considering how low your health is.
Let's see if we can snag this capture point in the meantime. Looks like he's not surfaced. You are capturing it.
I'm also a little surprised that the enemy Pobeda has not gone for seemingly any of the other ships. I mean, in for a penny, I suppose, but...
Out for a pound?
Yep. You would know. You are the Brit amongst us. Ish.
Somewhat. Imposter Brit.
Sir Snarf is hanging on by a thread. Yes, and so is his boat.
Yep.
Yep, and there's
That's
the
all you need.
torpedoes from the U-4501.
RIP.
Could not dodge them both.
Oh, hello. Well, we are on top of them. We'll see if we can kill them with our depth charges. We get to test out the depth charge damage live.
Ahoy to you, Krugels. Appreciate seeing you in our chat. See, now that I am in fact dead, I can go ahead
I'm
and
surprised these
examine
aren't
Twitch
hitting,
chat a
to
bit
be
more
perfectly
closely.
honest. I feel like I'm right on top of them.
You don't need Hydro when you have 76k health. True, although for a battleship at tier 10, 76k is really not that impressive.
One thing to know, U-4501 is very, very, very fast when he is submerged.
Yeah.
No,
He's quite possibly faster than you, so it's not that surprising that he can dodge the depth charges.
Well, that's unfortunate. I would explain why he was able to go on such a journey as well.
let's see.
I am. My finger is on that that reload button though. If he does want to rear his head.
The friendly Chung Mu is trying to torpedo the Pobeda. I think he might catch him with these. Yep, big hit, and he's gone.
Nice.
Nicely done to the friendly Chung Mu.
Well, will the submarine be brave?
Let's see, he's got...
He could take me out. All he's got to do is kind of stare at me. His pings might even kill me, to be honest.
Yeah. He's got 18 seconds to decide to be a hero. Camo,
beat him.
1962, always a pleasure to see you from Jutland, Denmark this time. Again, you are all over the world.
Scotland?
They're back. PG.
Aw, boo. Didn't come out, the coward. I wanted to go out with a fight. We survived, though. We lived our first game.
We did. Well, you did. But
Got our 3.
I got a 3.
14. What was it called?
Second and third on the team. Although the Chung Mu, very, very well played to him. Compliments to the Chung Mu.
All right. We're going to bring her out a couple times during the stream today. So see what our average gameplay with her comes like.
Ensign Cthulhu is right. You were one seagull poop away from being dead.
That is an accurate statement.
Is
Bird strike.
Fuyutsuki a tier 10 Kitakaze or something different? It's closer to the Akizuki as far as the hull goes, but she just has a boosted set of consumables.
She is an
to
Akazuki
make
hull.
her a T10.
She's an Akazuki class. So
Just with different modifications. As you can see, the third section of the Battle Pass has been unlocked for those who are Battle Pass enjoyers. Obviously, you can see you have the freedom of choosing what rewards you want to get in the path. There are some cool things
yeah, you've
where you
skipped
do
a
need
lot
to
along the way.
unlock certain sectors. You do need to hit certain things along the path to be able to do it, but you do have the ability to choose it out, what you want to get. And despite many complaints I've heard online, you do get more stuff in the Battle Pass than you would compared to a standard one. So
Yes.
it is actually more generous, believe it or not.
The Battle Pass overall does give more things than the equivalent event pass. So you do have to put in a little more effort in terms of actually clicking on the things, and that is feedback we've received, where people wish they could just sort of click on a sector and claim it rather than having to click on the sector and then up at the top to claim. So again, a little UI, things like that, we've definitely heard your feedback on. But in terms of the quantity of rewards, it is actually slightly better than what an event pass would be. So we're still doing tier 10?
I'm gonna bring her out again.
You know,
Do we want to do a
do we want to do
mirror match and see who can
double?
pilot her better?
I have never played this ship,
I believe in you.
so I will give it a whirl.
Have you played a gunboat before?
I've played a gunboat. I have played Harugumo. I enjoy my Harugumo quite a bit. I'm the commander this time. I can take us into battle.
Look at me.
So again, it's the classic trope of as soon as we get on stream, my eye starts itching like you would not believe.
Oh no, I hate when that happens.
It's just
Yeah.
as soon as
That
you
and
feel it-
noses, like an itchy nose. Oof.
Yep, I've had that
Right,
before.
Sneezing. Polish lightning.
Polish lightning. I believe you mean would that be Blitzkowitz? Yeah. We can jump down to a tier 7. Let's see. We've got some Affondatores. Not surprising, given how popular that ship has been recently.
The Whisker Whisker.
Let's see, Mr. Pekin, that Martin, Regiam, Piero, just the people who are talking about the rewards in the Battle Pass. As far as I know, if you go around, and I understand it's hard to see like in total what you're getting. The total amount of coal, steel, and credits that you can get in the Battle Pass is higher in both paid and free tracks. You get more bonuses. So decals have not replaced anything. They're simply on top of what was previously given in the Battle Pass. So the total amount of coal, steel, and booster containers is the same or higher.
Also, for those of you seeing my little greeting in chat, I actually used to be not in RNG proper but I was in one of their cluster. Is that the term that's used most often? I guess I was in a cluster clan related to RNG, so I always am happy to see them out and about, even though I know they're not big on the competitive scene anymore. It just feeder, yeah, kind of like baseball. We do sports ball here.
So much sports ball. Maceball. That's a good game.
Baseball is a good game. But I'm always happy to see just people that subclan, yeah,
Subclan.
people that I
Is that
know
what Arden's in?
have been dedicated to the game for a while. Question about the Alvaro de Bazan. Yes, that is a tier 10 Spanish destroyer.
I own it, but I haven't really played it.
I've played it. It's pretty good. I'm not generally... I'm not the best destroyer player. I've been getting better. There are certainly lines that I like more, that I've been trying to play more. I like my burrows a whole lot. The good old Elbing, with the legendary mod especially, is very, very good. But the Bazan is not one I can say I've had a lot of experience with.
Interesting. I'm going to try to stay mostly behind this island, but have this little lip I can fire over.
Best way to play the Bazan. Well, you are a gunboat over a torpedo boat. But I, again, have not played it a ton. I believe our producer, Zuikatsu, has probably played it more than myself, if Zuikatsu has played it. Don't know if you want to chime in.
Yeah, Bazan's definitely a really, really fun ship. You can play her kind of like peppering enemies at range like you would a Cabaros or a Kleber or something. She's quite good at that. She also has the smoke screen. So you have to use the smoke screen to kind of sustain your stealth because you don't have the heal or the saturation that the other like long range gunboats do. And the other like kind of like trick up your sleeve is if you happen to walk into an enemy destroyer who's like 10k HP, like around half HP, if you're kind of like on top of them in terms of aim, you can just remove them from the game with your burst fire. The burst fire is really, really, really good.
Yeah, having the burst fire means that your burst damage is very, very high. Sort of in the same way that the Spanish cruisers, right, obviously have that mechanic.
Looks like we got
Clyde, good to see you.
Hayate.
It is the disembodied voice of Zuikatsu from beyond the screen.
Seeing if we can get in position to farm this Iowa a little bit. Would be nice. It's not too much of a threat. Rhode Island is just doing corner Rhode Island stuff. I'm not going to go out and chase them.
Yeah.
Iowa should be somewhere out there.
Now, I know enough to not say the Q word in relation to how this flank feels. It is less busy, perhaps.
It's very quiet.
No, Snarf.
I'm trying to bait out the Rhode Island somewhere.
Okay, there's the enemy sub.
Speaking of Rhode Island, I believe it is now available in the Sunset Bundles. In the Summer Festival.
Available. Hello, Hayate. Okay, so
there's a submarine with lots of torpedoes going to go straight into that island, which is pretty sunny.
See, the submarine has pinged me, but his torpedoes were already passing. So I think I'm okay there. Yep, there's torpedoes from the Hayate, and I thought I slowed down to dodge, but I slowed down right into them. Ow, that hurt. Okay, yep,
we're gonna
and
pop our reload booster and see if we can get some good shots.
Another one.
Iowa.
No! Ah.
Speeding up, sadly.
Well,
fortunately, just outranged.
my first foray into
Iowa.
Fuyutsuki was
You're a little bit aggressive. She's not as nimble as some DDs are out there.
Yeah, and that's something I was actually going to comment on as I was driving forward. As I went, okay, I'm going to hit my speed boost. Oh wait, there is no speed boost.
There is no speed boost.
Yeah, one big loss that Fuyutsuki has compared to Akizuki and the other ships in the line is she does not have a speed boost. So you are, she's not slow by default, but she's definitely like the lack of the speed boost makes her quite clumsy.
Yes, and just can you skill issue? Yes, this was absolutely a skill issue. I did not put myself in the best position there. Again, first to realize that. But I think it certainly is a good ship. It has a lot of good tools. It takes some getting used to.
Once you get in a good firing position and you're landing, you can get some. I've had multiple like 150k damage games, which is pretty juicy. There is someone in this cap, so it kind of makes me want to just like hang out here for a little bit.
I would guess that's probably a 2501 coming to the surface.
Probably is, yeah.
Maybe the Hayate.
I don't love it, but I think this Napoli is at least holding our B front. There is some
Total
It is
says,
a Fondadori coming in, so unless he gets some nice torpedoes off, I think we might be in trouble down the middle.
Total says, Gizmo is playing how I play ships. How dare you? Don't insult me.
Rude.
Sorry, Total. Just got to take those shots when I can get them. Let's see. Since there are so
Lock
many
this
DDs
cap.
that have both engine boost and DFAA, which will be replaced by the new consumable,
Am detected.
could the new American DDs get a new consumable and have it moved to a separate slot instead of sharing a slot with the engine boost? So obviously these changes to the way AA works are, coming to the game soon. And so the way they will interact with other skills, other surface ships, is going to be an ongoing process of seeing how that works with game balancing. So there might be other changes in the future with this system. It'll just be a matter of seeing how this plays out once it makes it to the live server.
And I accelerate fast enough. Speaking of wishing I had a speed boost,
Yep.
that would have been it right there. Oh, and I was distracted, so I'd missed all those shots as well. Probably could have done better.
Yes.
Oh well.
Uh,
Held off on that cap as long as we could.
They're back. Yes, to answer your question, I believe I see it in chat. Concealment, assuming you are fully built with the captain skill and the module, is 6.2.
Yeah, which is
So,
not,
It's not terrible,
not awful, but
it's not
great.
great. You need to stop sharing your brain cell.
Dreadnought over on YouTube asks for an actual ammo amounts mode. Cool concept. I've heard it thrown around before. I did actually do some digging before. And for example, the New Orleans and the Baltimore class cruisers, they carried hundreds of rounds per barrel that they carried. So like actually an actual ammo counts mode for the vast majority of like cruisers and destroyers wouldn't be different. Like they carried more than enough ammunition.
Yeah, and actually, Snarf, do you want to, just because we were asked about the Bliskovica, I believe.
Take her down?
Why don't we jump down a few tiers?
Fine.
Just so I can
New ship, though.
Just so I can
New sneaky ship.
I need to
Tier
recover
7,
from
you said?
that game. Yes, the Bliskovica. Well, there's several Bliskovicas. I don't know. Was it Krugel? Someone asked about the Bliskovica and then corrected us on the pronunciation, both of which I believe I am now messing up.
Isn't there...
Was it? So there's three of them.
Yeah,
Which
I was about to
ones?
say. I got
Base,
the
there's a
52.
Bliss 42 and a Bliss 52.
Yeah,
got-
or
I got the
44,
52.
right?
So whoever was requesting it, please let us know which one you wanted to see. Gizmo at the helm. Yes. We need to make that Captain Gizmo that was floating around on Discord a while ago. We need to make that a reality.
I can help with that.
No, not you. Anyone. We need our art department. Anyone else other than I'm not letting that penguin Gizmo make its way into the game.
What about Meowsmo?
That's even worse. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, go check out our Discord.
There is no tier 10 Polish Lightning, sadly.
There is not. Penguizmo. That is actually how I have the image saved on my computer.
Clyde plays. Aren't you? I wonder who we're going to be rating later.
It's a mystery to us all. Well, I haven't seen,
I haven't seen
a clear answer, so let's try the tier 7. Let's try the OG.
tier 7. All right. If you're doing that, I will play. I was playing this the other day. Let's try her out again. Good old München.
R2 Dismo. Let's see. I'll throw some flags on her. Why not? Throw some economic bonuses. Get my...
Is there any release date for Fuyutsuki? Soon.tm.
See, do I... Yeah, and I've got the aura farming camo. Jump back to my screen just so we can all hear the very cool aura farming going on in my Bliskovica.
True.
Which again, I'm sorry. I know someone posted the pronunciation in chat and it flew by while we were playing the game. If someone wants to correct me and I'm not doing that,
Pisiska.
I don't speak Polish. I don't even know the word. I don't habla español. I do not sprechen Sie Deutsch.
But do you know how to do Polish dances?
I know how to do pole dances.
Haha, nice.
Total wants to see all the CMs as captains. That we don't even have all the CMs as emotes on the
If
Discord.
anybody
server.
wants to clip that, by the way, that'd be a great clip.
Snarf, Huesca Visa?
Whiskavica.
Please never ever do that, Gizmo. Well, the people have spoken. I'm sorry, Snarf. It sounds like we received that feedback. Never say I don't do anything for you, chat.
Boo. Whiskavica.
All right, so this is a ship that I used to actually play a lot more. I haven't played it on a regular basis in a very long time. I played this back when it was the only Polish ship in the game, and that was its nation. Oh, I didn't realize the little guy stays on the ship. I thought he disappeared in battle.
He does after about like 15 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so while he's safe.
There we go.
We got to keep our
the
rating.
smoke cloud, and there we
our
go.
Peggy.
That's
Peggy
why I was
12 or
thinking.
whatever it
I'm
is.
like, I thought he disappeared so he could.
Yeah.
But yeah, the concealment not great. 6.8 is pretty darn high. Right, you've got a Mayhem which does top out at 6.7. 6.7.
Almost.
Yep. And then the Icarus, which scares me because it drops down all the way down to 6.0. And then the enemy subs, which of course both outspot me.
Bit of World of Warships lore. Błyskawica was the source of a little bit of drama when stealth firing was removed from the game because it was kind of like advertised, seeing as she is a premium ship, as one of her like main selling points is the fact that she was able to stealth fire with a pretty decent window. Obviously, that mechanic was entirely removed from the game, so there was a little bit of discourse around like possible compensation for Błyskawica. I think nowadays people know that balance changes happen, like overarching balance changes just kind of happen, and premium ships are indeed affected by them. And the other thing is Błyskawica is still a very, very good ship.
It is very capable. Let's see, to answer a couple of questions I see popping up in chat, shooting Megatron is okay. Yes, because it's Megatron. Megatron is not alive.
Wow.
I'm sorry for all of you
Robot
robot rights. Okay, that was again kind of weird. For all of those, I'm not sure if Transformers ever tackled the question of are they alive or not. Obviously there's a lot of media that tackles the question of when does a robot or an AI become alive. My personal favorite is the trial of Lieutenant Commander Data in Star Trek Next Generation. I love that scene. They're not robots. I know the Transformers are their own thing. I am not super well versed in Transformers lore. So if someone who does know better would like to correct me, and again, it's the internet, so I'm sure someone would love to correct me, please let me know. Let's see. There was another question. I've lost it. But 1,000-Year Man with Robin Williams. I haven't seen that one, but it's Robin Williams, so I'm absolutely willing to, because I think he's great.
A legend.
Transformers are sentient, autonomous beings. Well, yes, but if a robot is sentient, would it then not also be a sentient, autonomous being? Yeah, robots in disguise. That's the whole thing. They're definitely robots. Chad is gaslighting me into saying they're not robots. That's the whole tagline, is robots in disguise.
See if we can farm this New Mexico for a bit. Fortunately, I do not have a smoke, so I am playing with my accelerator button to try to survive. Looks like he has DCP'd, so if we are able to set a fire, they should stick.
Now, I did see an interesting thing online the other day, and it was someone who was trying to sell their soul on eBay. And, because we're talking about the logistics of having a soul and do robots have one. Oh boy, I was really hoping I could avoid these torpedoes. I might take one here. Ow. But I live because they're low tier and therefore fairly low damage. Anyway, the idea is eBay said you cannot sell your soul on eBay because if it is a genuine human soul, it would count as part of
Collectible?
a human body and therefore cannot be sold on eBay. It's against their terms of service. Or if the soul does not exist, then it's fraud. It's selling nothing. So the way they got around that philosophical conundrum was just answering both sides of the question. So well done to them for solving, to eBay's terms of service, for solving that age-old philosophical quandary.
I don't know how the Catholic Church feels about that.
Do you know that smoke's a torpedo magnet? Yes, I do. I just was hoping that I could slip between the torpedoes, and I did not. But I'm still alive, so I'm happy with the result. That person deserves a raise. I agree. They do hard work there at eBay's legal terms of service department.
We probably need to step on a cap. We are losing all 3 points at the moment.
I would like to, but yep, there's the Icarus.
Ooh, hello.
And that's exactly what I was afraid of. So
I'm gonna pop my hydro. I think we should be able to take him down fairly handily.
with your backing, I think
Do my
I
best.
might still die, but at the very least, we need to push him
punching
off the
him.
cap, so I might be the sacrifice to get him to go away. I do live, though. I'm on 379 health, which is 378 health more than I need.
Oh, and we got a Foca. He can Foca right off.
Dun-dun-dun. The Italian ships have been lending themselves to your puns rather nicely as of late. The whole affordatore.
Can't afford to toy that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna smoke just enough to try and step on the cap, stop them from getting points on it. We are up 3 kills, but we are down 3 caps. So
No cap?
no cap. Insert
There's a
Mega
fire.
Mind, you know. Okay, they finally killed one of us. They got the Foca.
We can step on this bad boy. We do got a Duca hanging around.
You remember Dev striking the Foca with the Enterprise? It was glorious. That does sound very satisfying.
I'm sure you made your team very happy with that maneuver. We are set. Not as many fires as I'd like, to be honest. We've only got actually 1 fire.
When will you learn more about the next Colorful Regatta event?
Ooh. I remember talking about that very recently, actually.
Yes. I don't think we have anything more specifically to share about it as of right now, but
It is colorful.
again, we'll put a soon TM on that one.
Yes. Stay tuned. It is something. We have information coming that I know specifically about.
Okay. We are up on caps. We are up on kills.
And
I am very
fairly
much
pushed
down on
away.
health. So I'm
Oh,
going to...
what?
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, that was not the plan. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and kill this Icarus before he realizes I'm here. And if he gets a shot off, I'm dead, but I might be able to take him with me. I got him.
Nice.
I'm
Good
dead.
job. Got someone aiming at me.
I was hoping the Icarus had
Sure
ran
that
away.
is.
He did not.
Main battery reload boosted. There we go. There's a fire. Only took 3 decades.
You have to add the PBY Catalina Hunt submarines. I believe the American ships that have the airstrikes use a PBY Catalina, so they do in fact do that. We just don't have wandering patrols of them all over the map, as would be appropriate for the aircraft.
Dreadnought over on YouTube says need to turn off enemy health bars. Why?
As in, we need to, or you need, there is an option for that. You can turn down the level of, I don't know if you can turn health bars off. I know you can turn names off with the battlefield interface option, but I don't think you can totally turn off that. If you want to turn off your UI to get like screenshots, there is a way to do that. But I wouldn't advise playing the game that way. There's a lot of pretty critical information that you'd be missing out on. Redentiai, what are we doing here? We're playing World of Warships.
We
Welcome
are.
to the stream. We
I
appreciate
am
you
setting people on fire, and being a dingus is usually my name of the game.
being a dingus.
That's my professional occupation.
You want the French ship Charlemagne the Pre-Dreadnought. There have been some requests for pre-dreadnoughts over the years. I believe There's a few
Ow.
unbuilt pre-dreadnoughts in the game. The only one that I know that it is built and completed is the Mikasa. Obviously at tier 2, the only tier 2. I don't think any of the other tier 3 ships were pre-dreadnought designs, or at least they were close. They were all around, very early 1900s, so very much contemporaries of dreadnought. But at some point, you expand the scope of the timeline so far. Was Suvorov built? I guess would be my question. I don't remember off the top of my head. But at some point, you expand the scope of the timeline enough that it almost warrants its own title. That being said, I think a really cool Age of Sail game would be a great addition. But I don't know of any good Age of Sail games that focus specifically on naval. Like there's the pirate games, but I want like ships of the line in lines of battle. That would be my dream game, and I haven't found
There
a
is
good
a kind of like goofy game called Blackwing. I'm not sure if it's still up, but it's kind of like you and your buddies pilot a ship of the line, and you're like an enemy ship hits you with a cannonball, and there's a hole in the deck, and everyone's screaming and running around. It's a lot of fun, but I'm not sure it's quite the scope of what you wanted.
Krugels says a game. If the game is Yari, I'm not interested, but otherwise.
We should be able to take him down. Almost tempted to start using AP here, but I think we should just be able to take him down with AG. There she blows. And last but not least,
there is that
is the
Mahan way over there.
Oh,
Guns of Icarus. Oh, I
right off the
love
bat.
Guns of Icarus. Oh, that was such a good... I was sad to see it go, but I used to play a good amount of Guns of Icarus, and it was a very, very fun game.
a goodly amount?
A goodly amount.
There was another MMO that came out around the same time as Guns of Icarus called Ascent Infinite Realms, which had a very similar... It was more like an MMO, like a Persistent World thing, MMO-y, grindy and all that stuff, but it had a similar like a crew, pilots, and airship together feel. And unfortunately, that concept was scrapped, and it was turned into Elion, which is just like a generic fantasy MMO. So that is very strange to me.
Clyde, I believe the servers were shut down some time ago as on Guns of Icarus. I'm not 100% positive, but I just remember not being able to really find a game for quite some time.
Also, can one of you pull up the last Fuyutsuki game?
Sure.
The scoreboard for it.
Do we have any challenges for this one?
It was just who gets more basics because you're both in the same ship.
I'm going to go ahead and guess it wasn't me, but let's see.
I mean, you were top 3 on that game.
Oh, on the Fuyutsuki, no. Actually, I did get more basic speed, but we were the bottom 2 on the leaderboard.
Oh, were we?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
No, don't look.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Chat, avert your eyes.
I gotta get back in there and do better. The ship is better than that. It needs better justice.
Yeah. So I'll second time's the charm. I'll go ahead and give it another whirl. I'll be a little smarter about it this time.
All right, let's play her again, and then I think at the end of this, we'll show off the new Armada video the video team put together.
Yes.
You get to see good old Voodoo Popeye, in all of his glory in his fancy jacket.
Voodoo Popeye,
And a cool pen.
not a fan of... I don't know if he's a fan of spinach. I don't know if that carried over. Does the voodoo cancel out? Do you then have to prefer... I don't know, a particular voodoo food. I mean, there's the fried chicken place called Voodoo something, isn't there?
And Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah.
Voodoo Donuts.
That Martin, that is exactly what I said. That is what we have been saying. The steel and the coal reward is the same in the battle pass, and there are a couple more of the booster boxes. We do have the totals given by the battle pass available to us in our documentation.
Well.
Who dat?
The enemy Shikishima is actually from the clan that I was in right before I joined Wargaming. So it's good to see you. Actually, fun fact, that was also the
Bullet
clan that former community manager Legionnaire was from.
Oh, cool.
So we both spent some time in the same clan before becoming CMs here at Wargaming.
Well,
Although
got
we
it
didn't
to
really
Moy,
discover that
but-
until
it's
I
not that
was
spooky.
applying to this position. I had no. He had moved on into Wargaming before I joined that clan. So we never spent any time together in the clan, but it was cool to see that we both had a bit of a link. Does Legionnaire ever pop in? He pops into chat sometimes.
He does. He does.
Um,
He's still in Austin area. He's on to that startup life, doing cool things to protect kids.
Astapoli, yes, we saw that comment on the Discord. Don't have anything for you right now, but that is something that we've seen your question and we are looking into it.
I think I just want to hang out behind this ye old island.
Let's see, we do have some nice fighter cover.
Got a Sherman. Do you love me some fighter cover? I would be happy to farm some airplanes, though, if they want to send them over.
One day you'll just stand in front of the NA office and go get lunch. All right.
I mean, that's a
You
place
woke-
to get lunch, I suppose.
There are places to go get lunch near here. We often do.
Not
Have-
today. We got
have you
we
eaten
got
lunch?
free burgers today. That's
We
pretty
did get
great.
free burgers today. Have you ever eaten lunch? I have. It's pretty nice. I'm a fan of eating lunch.
What is your favorite meal of the day?
Not breakfast. Breakfast
gotta
is
be dinner.
overrated.
I really don't even eat breakfast.
People
Very
who say
rarely.
breakfast is the most important day are lying to you. I have a full rant on this, okay? Breakfast, scam, right? No other meal of the day could you just eat like a cookie and have that be a completely respectable meal. But you can eat a donut for breakfast. And sure, you don't do it every
Oh, well,
day.
speaking of, well, look who's playing Fuyutsuki.
I did notice that just as you said it. Yes. Hello, Clyde plays over there in the Fuyutsuki.
All right, we're going to see, we got a three-way duel going on. Who's going to get the most, what's
Yeah,
it called?
Clyde, you have to send us your post-battle results so we can
And
see.
he's even responding to us in chat. That's it might be screenshotting. Maybe we have to ban an account live on stream.
But yeah,
But who are we going to raid then?
pancakes. Don't get me wrong, love pancakes. Think they're great. But that's not a meal. Breakfast is just so many cereals are sugary. And again, I'm not saying this because I don't like sugary cereals. I think they're great. I'm just saying that if you can justify eating just that as the meal, then breakfast isn't that important. So I think dinner is probably my favorite meal. I look forward to that a lot. I don't
Yeah,
look
it's
forward to
gotta be
breakfast.
Dinner or lunch? Someone's playing Pioneer. Pioneer is a really cool ship. I like Pioneer. I wouldn't say I'm very good with it, but it is a very cool concept.
Sinker is asking, how's the Calvi homing torp bug? I believe if you're talking about the same thing as I'm thinking about, it's the stock torps on the Calvi. They just don't act like normal homing torps. They act like dumbfire torps, as in you can't fire them at depth and they don't home. I believe that is known to our devs, and the fix is currently on its way. I can't promise exactly what version it will be fixed. So currently, unfortunately, the answer is to get the next set of torps, to get the upgraded torps to fix that.
Yes. That is something that we have clocked on our Discord, which, again, friendly reminder that if you do see a bug in the game, or you have feedback in general, or really anything else, you just want to talk to us CMs, please go ahead to our Discord. And that
Yes.
is probably the best way to get in touch with us directly.
Yeah, Sinker, I believe that bug only exists for the stock torpedoes.
But especially bugs, that is the most efficient way to bring it to our attention, is to report it in the dedicated section of our Discord, and then generally there'll be myself or Barkond who will respond to you, and we will collect any necessary data, and we will pass that along to the dev team to get that fixed.
Pretty good bout on this Utrecht.
Uh,
Ow.
I do like how I've entirely derailed chat, and we're still talking about the validity of breakfast.
I mean, I did ask.
Can we get a poll? Can that be the next poll? Is breakfast overrated?
Maybe the next dance.
May I have this dance, chat? It won't be a pole dance. I'm granting you that mercy.
Boo. Give the people what they want.
The
even if they
people
don't know.
specifically asked me not to do that, so I am giving the people what they want.
People don't know what they want.
Not until you tell them. I think that was Steve Jobs, right? Who said that you have to... His whole deal was you have to tell people what they're going to want from you.
That sounds like a jobberism.
I read his biography. It was very interesting, but
Interesting.
it was...
I wonder if he actually wrote it.
Well, it was not an autobiography. It was just a biography.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be honest, it's been a minute since I read it, so I would have to look at it again, but... Let's see. Speaking of whoever was asking about the Bazan, there's one shooting at me right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to take him out as well. He's a little bit far away.
Full Metal Yankee asks, will Julio Cesare ever get a leg mod? Well, leg mods are only for tier 10s
Yeah.
and tech trees at that, so
I'm gonna
chances
go
are
ahead and say no.
extremely slim. I can't say 100% with absolute definity that she will never get one at some point in the future.
Never say never.
No, you need to prove a negative, because that's something you can absolutely do.
But there are no nugget mods for non-tier 10s and non-tech tree ships. So, with the exception being the couple of ships that were originally tech tree
managed
ships
to
and are now no longer.
Sneak away from those torpedoes.
There's a Des Moines. I'm just going to pop my smoke. And
I wish this hour
red
would hurry up
loose,
so I
I
can leave
think.
and stop hearing this guy blaspheme about breakfast. Look, if you want to fight me about the merits of breakfast, I haven't seen anyone say, like, don't get me wrong, I've seen the comment that said breakfast for dinner is good. I get so disappointed when I hear that breakfast for dinner is going to be what we're having. Growing up, that was something that I'm like, oh, we're having breakfast for dinner? Ugh. I avoided having breakfast for breakfast, and now I have to spend all day knowing that I have to circle back and have that again. I wasn't saying circle back as a kid. That was a corporatism that got introduced to me much later in life.
Well, we got some pretty good targets here. I don't think it's going to give me a double strike, but it would be nice. Not quite. Ooh, let's go farm your clanmate.
Barford, it didn't have anything to do with the expense of having breakfast for dinner, because I do realize that it can be a fairly cost-conscious. I loved Hamburger Helper growing up.
Sinker, I kind of agree with you. Sometimes, you end up at the IHOP at 1 a.m.
Gotta go to Waffle House.
and it's
I've
It's-
still never
it's-
been to
I would
Waffle
still
House.
consider that dinner, though.
Haven't had Waffle House yet.
It's an experience.
Since I've been living in the South, I've been told I need to.
It's kind of like going to Buc-ee's, but for more aggressive reasons.
I have been told that an entire chapter of Space Marines could not take a Waffle House, and I believe that.
That's one way of looking at it. We got some farming targets, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the dream.
Somehow, we reverted back to that first Fuyutsuki game that you were in, where you're doing a lot of damage, and I'm getting swarmed by aircraft.
I was drifting forward. I thought I was stopped, unfortunately. Rear turret is still doing things. We're about to have our reload booster, and we could really let loose. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here it comes.
I do appreciate the friendly carrier being on the ball.
Here we go. And let loose. Fire.
You always have a good experience at Waffle House. That has not been what I've heard about Waffle House.
Oh, baby. Look at it. Look at the frickin' fire rate. It is a thing of beauty.
That is a lot of shells. Now, I want to try and track down
Only
this
we
car.
had 20-kilometer range.
I don't think I would catch him. There he is.
I don't think you would hit anything in 20 kilometers.
Probably not, but I'd be hitting him right now.
Okay, the Sommers just got some sort of unique captain talent.
I think that fire will get him. Nicely done. They are all too far away, but we do have a Kurfürst who wants to join the party. Very brave of him. Große Kurfürst.
I am clicking like I have never clicked before, trying to kill this Saunders. Please die, please die. Yes.
We're just getting all the little targets right here. By the little targets, I mean the big targets, which is perfect.
This is a random ship, not so much for clan battles. I tend to agree. Clan battles destroyers tend to be very utility focused, and they generally require like a high level of survivability, which Fuyutsuki really does not have. Her base HP pool is not particularly high, and she's not fast.
Yeah, and you have your exhaust smoke to get you out of a jam, but also in CBs, you tend to have a pretty high density of radar and hydro coverage.
Oh, looks like Clyde is trying to be a little cheeky. Clyde, you want to have a manly face-off? We can go. We're about the same HP. We can do mano y mano. Bring it on. Or we could just keep farming these battleships.
Enemy Hakuryu
It's more fun to go fight you. Come on, bring it on.
And for those of you who predicted neither, you're looking pretty hot right now. There are a lot of Quackens on the line.
We were the same HP.
What was the prediction?
I'm coming.
Is anyone landing a torpedo?
Oh. Yeah, I mean they've got 12-kilometer range.
She does have torpedoes.
Yeah, you got
they're
one
not
4-tube launcher. They're not. I mean, they're decent torpedoes. They do a lot of damage. 23,000. I mean, it's a decent amount of damage. But you only have the one launcher. You have the reload booster, which is helpful.
Hey, we actually got some hits on
Yeah, it's
that.
a pretty similar setup to the Akizuki line, right? The Akizuki, Kitakaze, and Harugumo, they have one single launcher of torps, but you have a reload booster for them.
Correct.
It's almost like this is an Akazuki-class destroyer. Now, I need to catch Bullet, because I need to kill
Hi, friend.
him, because he's my friend, and therefore I need to, think him.
I think I'm going to get you. I think I got you. Oh, God. There's torpedoes, though. Can I dodge the torpedoes? Survey says yes. That was a little closer than I would have liked, though. I will tell you what. It may have made me clench some muscles that I can't talk about online.
Okay, there's the Hakuryu. At least I'm spotting him. I'm just going to continue to W key towards, the 3 surviving enemy ships, knowing I probably won't get into range of any. Well, no, I'll get into range of the enemy Hakuryu.
See, the Chateau Renault is doing Chateau Renault things. Wish I could. Oh, yeah, there goes the Columbo. Nice.
Yes, Sinker. A draw counts as a loss for both teams. Like, no team gets the 1.5 times win bonus.
Let's see if I...
God, this thing does maneuver like a freaking drunk horse, I'll tell you what. I can't... It's such an awkward... It's like, I want to go get in the range of the Shikishima.
I hit the wrong thing. I wanted
to
to hit my repair party, and I hit my smoke. And I
Why would you do
stopped
that?
spotting the Hakuryu.
Hey, you got a combat scout.
I did. I have almost 200,000 spotting damage.
Damn. I have almost 10% or 10 times less that.
Come on, give me the kill, give me the kill, give me the kill. Yes!
But yeah, actually
There we
Gizmo is
go.
using the
Brothers in
the
Arms,
AP
general
here.
offensive. Nicely done.
Like the rest of the Harugumo line, that AP damage output of this line is incredibly high. It is only 100mm shells, that are very, very light, so it is difficult to use it. But when you can get the full pens with the AP, it's very much like the preferred ammo choice, despite her very high penetration HE.
Hot damn, Gizmo.
All right, I will
24. Is that an E?
It was a 1.
Oh, boo.
But I will say that first game, was a bit of a warm-up. I'll go ahead. Now,
I thought I was doing pretty decent, but I was fairly down on the thing. You did really good.
You got 3 kills. We got a couple of division achievements. We were generally offensive. We got Brothers in Arms.
GG Clyde.
I think everyone's entitled, right? When your first game in a ship, maybe not your best performance. That being said, I've absolutely had ships where my first game is amazing.
It's the best one. Yeah.
And I will never play it again in an effort to preserve that 100% win rate, 100% E rate.
All right, well, let's go on to our next segment, exactly 1 hour in, which is perfect. We're going to show off the newest creation by our very talented video team and the one, the only Voodoo Popeye. So let's get it pulled up, and when you're ready, we'll take it away, and I'll shut up.
She escorted Yamato during her last voyage. And she managed to survive one of the most powerful airstrikes of World War II. Greetings, captains. Today, we bring you a true legend that outlived Yamato herself. Meet Fuyutsuki. Fuyutsuki is a Japanese Tier 10 destroyer whose name means Winter Moon. Japanese admirals were among the first to recognize how dangerous naval aviation would become. This particular ship, one of 12 Akizuki-class destroyers, was built around powerful dual-purpose artillery. Capable of engaging both enemy aircraft and surface ships, this versatile main battery became a defining feature of the class. In World of Warships, you can truly feel this legacy. Fuyutsuki's main armament comprises rapid-firing 100mm guns, and her high-explosive shells feature enhanced armor penetration capabilities. They can pierce the armor of many same-tier cruisers, and the inertia fuse for high-explosive shell skill enhances this even further. A high firing rate, good ballistics, and access to main battery reload booster allow the ship to rapidly build pressure on the opponent and inflict significant damage in a short time. Artillery isn't the ship's only weapon. Her torpedoes can also be dangerous. They move through the water quickly and can deal serious damage, and using the ship's torpedo reload booster consumable will let you unleash a rapid follow-up salvo. An important thing to note, the ship only has one quadruple torpedo launcher. Her torpedoes are a valuable asset, so use them wisely. They're best reserved for slowing down enemy pushes, covering a regroup, or creating breathing room while your smoke generator is on cooldown. Speaking of smoke, her exhaust smoke generator consumable will come in handy during attacks and while retreating, allowing you to maintain pressure on the enemy while avoiding return fire. But versatility comes at a price. Fuyutsuki isn't the fastest destroyer, and her concealment leaves much to be desired. So, don't rush into direct engagements or operate as a lone wolf. Fuyutsuki shines when supporting allies and taking advantage of favorable positions. She's at her best as a second-line support ship. Use her rapid-firing guns to pressure distracted targets, make clever use of the exhaust smoke generator, and keep your torpedoes ready for the right moment. Let's talk about upgrades. Our recommended setup boosts the effectiveness of Fuyutsuki's guns, improves her concealment, and gives better maneuverability. And now that you know how to get the most out of the ship, your opponents will have to reckon with your Winter Moon. With your Winter Moon. With your Winter Moon. One more thing. Starting with this episode of Armada, we'll be ending each video with a question. Answer correctly for a chance to win a prize. If you follow this video carefully, you'll easily be able to name the legendary ship that Fuyutsuki escorted on her final mission. Leave your answer in the comment below, and don't forget to include your in-game name and the server you play on. We'll randomly select one winner from each region. The prize, Tier 9 Premium Ship Container. Good luck and fair seas, captains.
All right. Well, there you have it. You saw no notifications pop up at all there.
Not a one.
The link I have pinned to chat is the video. Go over there, give it a like. That is probably the best way you can help support the video team make really cool content like that has like a tie into the history and tries to give you some insight. So if you do like that kind of content, please go over there. There is a giveaway associated with it as well for some shiny goodies. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. You got to go watch it and pay attention to figure out what it is. Doing it in chat is not going to help. You're going to have to go put it in the comment section of the YouTube video. So go help at the video team. They put a lot of work and effort and blood, sweat, and tears, and Voodoo Popeye did a great job on doing his presentation as always. So if you want to go over there, and the link is dead, I don't believe you.
Link worked for me.
I've
Chat
been
is
scammed. I've been scammed. yeah, go over there, send them some love, and hope you guys enjoyed the content. We have lots of other videos in the pipeline, but
Again,
yeah.
we see you in chat. We're glad you know the answer, but you do have to leave it in the comments of the YouTube video rather than being here.
But hey, it's useful for everybody.
Also, for those who are wondering, Voodoo, that is in fact him speaking. It was just out of sync slightly. He didn't dub it into more languages. He speaks perfectly good English.
And he is a ventriloquist. He actually is speaking out of sync intentionally.
He's just
Let's
a great
do a
ventriloquist,
tier
but he's
5.
ventriloquisting himself.
I'm gonna bring out a different type of destroyer.
All right, we're gonna jump all the way down.
Not all the way down, just tier 5.
Is there any word on bringing back Oregon, Vyazma, and Metz? I don't think so. That was those were the experimental ships from a while back.
Yeah, I think those are.
But
A little controversial.
little controversial. Let's see. So tier 5.
I want to jump back to a question that Chermosh had earlier. Same torps as Shimakaze. They do have the same range, but otherwise they are quite different. Fuyutsuki torps deal more damage. They're slower. And I believe that's about it. Am I wrong about that?
The Star Trek port. I've actually never equipped this before.
Very nice. Looks
It
good.
is-
See, I think I've got the appropriate captain on this guy. Yep.
I lied. They are the same torps. Sorry about that. I was looking at Shimakaze's alternate set of torpedoes.
All right. What are you bringing in, sir?
The Agincourt.
Agincourt. Nice.
Sorry, it's British. Agincourt. We don't do
Agincourt.
that French around here. The English won, so they get to decide what it's called.
A gin court. It is a court full of drunk people.
That is what they called it because the rations of gin were, I believe it was it the Gin Palace was the sort of colloquial name amongst the British sailors.
That's irrational.
I'm trying to summon a killer bin, but I think Bin might be asleep by now.
I hope so.
I hope so.
All right.
So I am in a tier 5 secondary battleship in this tier 7 map.
I am in a tier 5 secondary destroyer. My secondaries just happen to be torpedoes.
I would say there are a few destroyers who have secondaries. I don't think there are any at tier 5.
Manual secondary destroyer. That's the ship everybody wants.
Bin is off planning the next 20 UK ships. Bin is planning the next 100 ships. Yes, the Gin Palace. Thank you, Clyde. Avast. Do we have someone else in our battle?
Potentially. I think we have many hits of people in our battle. Probably being a little bit too aggressive with this, but, you know, YOLO, as they say in Guam.
Fun fact, the official names for the Agincourt's turrets were the days of the week. Yes, because there were 7 of them. And they really didn't know what to do with this ship. It was a very odd design. When the British seized it from the Ottomans, they kind of took it and they're like, what the heck is this?
Couple of Hlunas.
Tridente, if you're looking to spend your coal on a ship, you may want to check out the devblog/news article on the Holiday Convoy. It's a pretty nice way to spend your coal if you're looking to do so in the future.
Talking about the manual secondary DDs. Okay. I say that brings to mind, we've received a point over the years, I think. People always ask, when boarding parties? When boarding actions? And as much as I'd be a fan of that, I really struggle to see that being an effective tactic.
I believe it's called ramming.
It's the age of Rome.
Yeah, the problem is, if you're close enough to ram them, you're probably already, or close enough to board them, you've probably already rammed the ship, which means that your ship or their ship is dead. Probably both.
Maybe neither. I am wondering if I can fire here. This Helena is just kind of hanging out next to me. I did get the capture. Ooh, hello. A Jaguar.
Let's see, the Royal Sovereign, another British secondary battleship. It is also quite slow. However, he is tier 7, and I am tier 5. So I think the odds of the Royal Sovereign doing better are pretty high. Boarding could work for an Ake within range of a merchant to capture it. I mean, there are similar mechanics in operations already, where, you know, you get within range of a ship and a sort of cap circle appears around it. And then you have escort missions.
We're kind of just playing Ring Around the Rosie right now.
The Helena is on 52 health,
One of them.
and now it's dead.
You have a Jaguar around here a little bit. There he is.
Are we getting USS New Jersey? Eventually.
New Jersey is confirmed coming to the game. What she'll look like, as far as statistics go, and when and how, are all still up in the air.
So again,
Or in the water.
make sure to stay tuned to the dev blog, stay tuned to this stream. Don't touch that dial. Yeah, that Jaguar is very close, and it does have torpedoes, and I'm very slow.
I'm just trying to keep this point captured.
Is Kitakami a BB? No, it is very far
No.
from a battleship.
It is a cruiser, technically.
Uh,
But it doesn't really behave like a cruiser.
it behaves very much like a torpedo destroyer because
It's a torpedo barge, I'd
you
say.
you do have guns, and in fact,
They are fairly big, but they kind of suck.
they're fairly small. They're 140 millimeters.
I thought they're. What am I thinking? Am I thinking of whatchamacallit? Jaeger, I think.
Jaeger has, I believe, 150 millimeter guns.
Yeah.
But Kitakami, yeah, you are a raft that has a bunch of torpedoes on it.
Yeah.
And actually, the first time I played the Kitakami after I got it back at tier 10, because I used to have it way back when as a tier 8, the only kill I got with it in my first game was with the guns. I managed to shoot an
Me
enemy
too,
destroyer.
actually. My first kill ever was with the guns, too.
I mean, I don't think... I'm trying to remember way back when I had it at tier 8. I'm sure I hit my teammates with it because everyone did. That's what it was for. I don't know if I ever killed a teammate. I'm going to go ahead and err on the side of caution and say yes, I probably did.
Well, let's see if we can be sneaky here.
Yeah, tier 4
we're gonna
raft
be
wins
pretty
tier 10
sneaky.
games.
Oh, baby. Are we guys watching?
That was beautiful. And you know, the Helena can take hydro. Actually, it has to take hydro. It has separate slots. It's a light. It's one of the U.S. light cruisers.
Might have just been on cooldown.
It might have been on cooldown. Yes, Clyde. Got him. Let's see. After steaming at full speed for the entire battle, I am now somewhat close to one of the caps. That is as best as I can do.
Let's see if I can get some spotting on all of these guys on this eastern flank.
It's only against the Yule if you sunk your teammates on purpose. Yes. Never aimed to sink my teammates on purpose in the old Kitakami. It just sort of happened.
Jaguar is down. There we go. We see friends now.
You had Kitakami when it was first released, but it Wargaming took it away and never replaced it when it was relaunched. You had it replaced by a much better ship.
It was replaced by the Attigo, which, yeah, is actually a good ship, whereas Kitakami always
It's kind
was
of-
and continues to be a meme,
It is a meme.
right? I don't think anyone would argue that Kitakami is a competitive ship.
It is competitively cool, though.
It's very fun, right? It's a ship you play.
Kind of fun. It's
Because it's-
fun in theory until you actually realize you're just spinning in circles for 5 minutes, and
Yeah.
then you do that again.
It does take a year to reload the torpedoes.
Yeah, they take quite a while.
A metric year, I'm pretty sure.
Is a metric year longer or shorter than an imperial one?
Yes.
Now, there's a Royal Sovereign right there. I do not like this.
Sam, I am. We're going to try to be sneaky on these Nuremberg and
Oh, I thought I had expert loader, and I
Minks
did
as
not.
well. Let's see.
I now do not have my main guns loaded even a little bit.
Sadly, they have moved around.
I'm going to be killed by sponsored by anime. No, I can't be sponsored. I can't let him be sponsored by anime. The weebs are coming to get me. Okay, now he's angled in, which means this probably won't do a whole lot because these guns are small
We're
and
going
they're
to
horribly inaccurate.
probably flee this place before we get ourselves killed. Oh, hello.
Okay, now he's turning in that I've shot. Oof. Yep. Overmatch from the 15-inch guns on my very vulnerable Tier 5 battleship.
Hello, Minsk.
Let's see, there's the fire. That's going to sink me. I'm going to turn, furiously clicking to try and shoot while I still live. I get the guns off, and not a whole lot happened.
A wee bit of trouble here.
Back to you, Snarf.
Yeah, just in time to see me die, sadly. I flew a wee bit close to the sun, methinks. I was hoping to get some sneaky torps in their backsides, but it didn't quite turn out that way. I think we're still in a reasonable position, though. We got those two caps.
Yeah, we are
We're winning in 6 minutes, and they got to kill quite a bit. I think
We are up 1 kill.
Atlanta is in a decent position to do some damage to these Royal Sovereign, I believe.
Not competitive, so no 9v9 Kitakami games in the COTS finals. First of all, I don't think COTS is a 9v9, is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, King of the Sea follows the very old Supremacy League competitive format, which is 9v9.
It's been a while. I have not been much of a competitive player.
I think we can probably.
And I watch COTS. I obviously watch tournaments a bit more now than I used to.
Has there been a tournament since you've been here?
He played in Team League.
I
Oh,
played
that's
in
true.
Team League.
That's true.
Um,
Wait, so you were watching it versus playing it?
Well, I mean, I was playing in it, and then I did go back and watch the games that I was not in after they happened. And after the tournament, I watched some of the VODs.
All right. Since we were talking about it, guess what I'm bringing in?
What's that?
The one, the only.
Now, the question is, do I also bring it? That would be very
That'd be
boring.
kind of fun. I mean, we could get some good clips of just unleashing.
After 5 minutes, we both unleashed.
Well,
a bunch
yeah,
of
but we have to
torpedoes.
show like what the gameplay is really like.
No, I think I will bring. Let's see. If
No,
you're gonna
come on, do double Kitakamis.
hang on, wait a minute.
We got
You're gonna
this.
bring a cruiser that has a ton of torpedoes. So I will flip the script and bring a destroyer that has 1,000,000 guns.
Okay. All right. Fine.
All right. Unless chat, speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh,
I mean, Strangen says he wants to see this. I don't know if he was referring to a double Kitakami game.
do it. Someone said bring. I didn't even see someone said bring Barbiano before. Before I
Before you said
selected
it, yeah.
All right, bring in Barbiano. Let's go. Full speed build Somers. I don't own a Somers. That's one of the ships that I really want and I've not had a chance to get. All right, we are in a battle. It is a tier 10 battle. Chat, what do we think the matchmaking has done to poor Snarf?
Fondadori.
Only a Fondatore. Double carrier triple submarine gameplay.
As far as I know, the deck armor of the Citadel deck armor of Kitakami is exposed, and you can get like HE sit by Hindenburg.
Youch. Let's see. Okay, so we have an Epoxy Shinano on our team, which is helpful. Clyde over on the enemy team again
Oh, wow. We have
in the
been.
Zhao.
Hey, Clyde, where are you at?
Yeah.
Do you want some torpedoes? I got some torpedoes. Look at all them torpedoes.
Clyde, go ahead and just tell us where you are.
So the sad reality is with this ship, the torpedoes load one at a time.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think us both bringing one would be very productive, because we
I
would
know.
spend.
I'm going to show the hack to play this ship. So one, you got to use the deep waters because obviously
And certainly in this match, right? You only have 3 ships.
24,000 damage. I believe their detectability is like what, 0.6 kilometers or something like that. And they do go at 74 knots, so they aren't nothing to sneeze at. But the primary method to play the ship is get familiar with your Q and E buttons would be my recommendation.
The whole you can get dev struck by midway bombs. You can get dev struck by just about anything in a Kitakami. It is not hard. In fact, I think I do have more health than you do. And I am considerably more survivable than you are.
All right, operation. Press the E button.
Oh, there's Clyde.
Has begun.
We got Clyde. When are devlog streams coming? We don't have any devlogs today, but
But there are new ones coming, as according to Discord. So
Yes.
sometime soon.
I'm not sure about DD's citadeling her with HE. I think it's like 50 millimeters ish is where her armor is, where like her HE sits kind of start to happen. So like normal heavy cruiser HE and destroyers, I don't think have the penetration to HE sit her. But like anything with improved penetration, like Hindenburg and Goliath, and like battleship HE and stuff, they'll all delete her.
Goliath online. Can I
Grant
even hit Clyde? What is he playing?
uses out.
Now, cannot even hit him, sadly.
Grant, yes, you're correct. Kitakami is a Kuma class cruiser that is now up at tier 10 because it has 1 million torpedoes on it.
We have loaded 2 sets of torpedoes.
And then Cthulhu, yes, the Kitakami is compensating for me not having torpedoes. So by our powers combined, we form an actual destroyer.
I think I will probably be going after this whiskey, though. So we will change our game plan. We will remove the E button to go out to that eastern line.
Let's see, the enemy Sabir is in Mom's basement. That's kind of unnerving. I didn't realize there was anyone in the GP1 clan other than the legend himself.
Is it actually his clan?
It's GP1, is it not? I don't know.
I think there's too many underscores in that. Like I think
There are
GP1 clan
two,
is just
yeah.
GP1.
Just a fan.
Hello, Captain Caveman. Welcome in.
No, it's Captain Caveman.
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 All right, well, whiskey is approaching. We can almost unleash beautiful heck in about 2 minutes. We can actually do something.
I have seen players talking about our infamous Minotaur main himself, GP1, and like how he's allowed to, number 1, play the game, number 2, be on chat ban or whatever. Number 1, he does eat chat bans very, very regularly.
Yep.
And number 2 is, as far as I know, he's not actually throwing, he's just toxic. So while he eats the chat bans, he has unhid his account like before, and he's like a 53% Minotaur player. So it's like, it's not like he's objectively terrible. He's just really annoying.
And unfortunately, that's not a crime.
Well, we have unleashed the beasts,
Can I get
so to speak. Will
this
he dodge
turn?
all of them?
I can't
so
make
far,
this turn.
it's looking
I was
like
really
he
hoping
will.
I could. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop my engine boost. and then wait for the Sabir to come around the corner, because I don't think I can hit him until he does. And I'm going to pop my smoke and run.
Got a fire. Beautiful. Will any of these hit? Looks like we got 1. 2. We got 18 seconds on both of our... Ooh, another hit.
The Sabir... The daring does not quite approve of this Sabir's choice of gameplay, which is
Oh,
bold.
hi, Clyde.
I will say it is bold.
Please no. Please no, Clyde. Please, no.
A shocking amount of you in this prediction predicted that Snarf would be the one to survive the match.
That is not looking hopeful for you at the moment. Thank you, Whiskey
Just want to
Dead.
put that out there.
I don't know if I'm more offended that you thought Snarf would survive over me, or just impressed that that many people think that the Kami
Ow.
can survive in a match like this.
Bad, Clyde. True.
Do we have confirmation that this isn't just GP1 in another account? Given how aggressive the Minotaur gameplay is and how aggressive this Sabir gameplay is?
I mean, I guess it's possible.
All right.
Right,
Found
well,
a Thor.
that Sabir is dead. I already have 260 shell hits. So, a little on the low side for a Barbiano, but, you know, there's still time.
I guess we're going to go Thor hunting.
I'm going to go ahead and push into this cap. If the enemy daring is spotted, I can vaporize it.
Would like to maybe go try to find that Columbo as well. Thor is he turning around or is he staying? I think he might just be in trouble. The
You're going for the
Yamato is-
Thor all the way over there.
Well, I mean, I can't hit the Zhao, sadly. I can only hit aircraft carriers and battleships with these deep water torpedoes.
Yes, but you have other torpedoes.
Yeah, but why would you ever use those?
To hit cruisers.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's very much what they're for, is the hitting of the things that the deep waters can't.
That's silly. I don't agree with this philosophy.
They also go much faster.
Do they?
Yes, they go 95,
95 knots. Okay, they are pretty quick. But they're such short range. It's like half the range.
12 kilometers isn't too short. I mean, I get that, you know, you want to stay pretty far away from everything that's dangerous, but I think you'll be okay.
But there's a Shikishima and a Columbo on that side of the map, which are pretty juicy.
Yeah, like I've said before, with regards to GP1, it's not like he's a mechanically bad player. He just induces loss in his team by being angry at them.
Which is usually something that you find in MOBAs.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a League of Legends player in him. Yep, okay, I'm radared, which has got to be the Thor, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Thor is now dead. Did the radar disappear?
Shinano's coming in. Oh, and I was smoked by the friendly carrier. Thank you very much. Actually, my steering was taken out by the AP bombs of the enemy Shinano. I'm gonna go ahead and just be quiet.
I'm gonna try to go after the Columbo. I almost have all of my torpedoes loaded. It will be a beautiful sight if I ever get there.
Chat, nobody tell Clyde I'm here. I really hope
He's certainly not listening right
no,
now.
not at all. Clyde, if you're listening, just don't do that. Don't be listening.
Probably watch you. It might be more thrilling than the inevitable crawl across the map I'm doing at the moment.
See, I'm just gonna spam sap behind an island, so not a lot of that I can do at the moment, but I'm betting there are probably torpedoes along the way. Yep. And I really hope I didn't accelerate into this one. Nope. Okay.
I don't think anyone is going to disagree with you there, LP. I don't think anyone is under the impression that Kitakami is actually a better torpedo boat than any of the above.
Yeah, no, Jinan is
Hey, what are you talking about? This is thrilling gameplay over here.
Jinan is what if Kitakami was actually kind of good. Oh, you got... Oh, Clyde is dead. I didn't even notice.
Clyde died?
Clyde was killed by the friendly Wisconsin.
Clyde plays dead?
Watch out. You're even from beyond the grave, I would not doubt your ability to sink me.
The one lonely Zhao torpedo floating across.
All right,
It
it is time.
All right. There's a Marceau.
Or so what?
I need to bring the binoculars out a little bit because otherwise my shells will never be on the screen with the Marceau. But I'm going to try and hit it, which with the shells this floaty is nigh on impossible at this distance. But we're going to give it a shot.
The old college try.
We're giving it a lot of shots actually.
No, don't die before my torpedoes get there.
Okay, I hit him once.
Do ships launched in servers other than the big three also count towards test ships coming into the real game? If you're talking about server like the Chinese server, for example, I believe they've been brought into like development parity with us since a little while ago. Avas and Panatopoulos, those kinds of ships sometimes like they're created for events on like Chinese server that kind of don't end up on our server. And that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I wouldn't expect those ships to come into our version of the game. But Chinese server is no longer like an actual different build. They just sometimes get different ships distributed there. If you're talking about the actual different server, the no word, Lesta's Mir Karabli, we have long since departed development paths with them. So
I will share the beautiful armada of torpedoes that have been unleashed upon this poor Shikishima. And we will tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z to see if anything lands.
You know, why am I shooting at the moving battleship when I can shoot at the completely stationary Shinano?
yeah,
Fighting
if you're
a
using
Marceau.
like the like extended tech tree mods and stuff that allow you to see ships that you do not own, so said mods are not illegal, of course, but you will end up seeing ships that are like technically in-game client, but have never been like given to players.
Thrilling gunfight going on right now. Oh my god, if I can
Live by the torpedo, die by the torpedo.
apparently so.
I have 59 health.
Rip. All right.
I am doing great.
We have
If
which
this
one of our thousands of torpedoes?
if this Shikishima sneezes on me, I will be dead. That's a very big sneeze. Ow.
Oh. One hit. Any more close? Sadly, no.
The line, the whole community knows it. Development features.
Oh wait, maybe.
So,
Kapow. Nice.
Mr. Nickel, no. We don't do any development with them. It's a completely separate game and a completely separate company. Obviously, they used to be much more similar, but the fact that they're both now ship games means that, sure, they're similar, but we don't do any development with them. And they don't do any development with us.
There are definitely lines that have come out that are basically the same because the games, when they separated, still had pipelines multiple years in the making that we've generally stuck to.
Yes. And
So
that's-
yes, like post-split with Lesta, there was still a lengthy period, let's say, of us releasing relatively similar ships.
Ooh, good dodge.
How do you get Fuyutsuki? Currently, you do not. It will be
Yes.
available soon.
Soon.
TM. TM. All right, I'll take a 2.
Hello, J Sharts. Fuyutsuki, 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 Fuyutsuki.
Our Shinano, first of all, great team player. Appreciate all the smoke cover. Getting 3rd place in a carrier is no laughing matter.
All right, well, that was some thrilling Kitakami gameplay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. You both died, right?
I did.
Yes, I died right at the end there. The enemy Shikishima finally caught me.
Does it say the time in which you died?
I don't believe it says exactly when. I think you died first.
Someone was
Time
very...
spent in battle, 12 minutes, 54 seconds. I don't know if that's... I think that might be relative to your living time.
How can I get USS Arleigh Burke?
I'm going to bring out...
I don't think we have any plans to bring
Fuyutsuki?
Arleigh Burks into the
One
game.
more time.
Yeah, that seems a bit advanced. When is Kushiro coming back?
Heck yeah, good job, Ted.
Eventually, likely. Again, I don't think we have any news on that ship in particular. But that would be something that you would see in a devlog. Good night to European viewers. Yes, good night. If you're in Europe, we appreciate your viewership, but also, please get some sleep.
All right. What you gonna
tier-
bring? I'm bringing Fuyutsuki again.
You're
She
bringing
is the
Fuyutsuki
ship
again?
of the stream.
We are really sticking to tier 10. All right. You know, I don't want to play a destroyer. And I could play a cruiser. What is the ship that has the
Show
most
off
connection
the,
with the number 1? I don't know. What is the ship that has the most connection with the number 1?
So if I had a reset, I would probably drop this just because it doesn't really have a huge impact on such a low attack speed already. I would like to have Superintendent just because the consumables are incredibly powerful and getting an extra 7.5% on all of them would be pretty nice, plus the extra one, obviously. I'm trying to think. The firing range could be decent as well. But this is the general layout that I'm using.
You know, we were talking so much about it in the last battle. I will bring my Jinan.
I do think there is a world in which you take the I have to unready for the slot 4. Just accepting your detectability range and just going full firepower. All right, take us in when you're ready, sir.
Yes, sir.
No dev blogs today, not a government drone.
And somehow I have a hard time believing the name. It sounds like something a government drone would say, does it not?
It does. It is a Spylon.
New to playing, working on the American battleships. So, first of all, where are you in the line? Because that obviously splits into 3. For the early American battleships, you're fairly slow, but your guns are good. If you're going for the Montana line, that's probably the most jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Very well-rounded. So they are, in my opinion, that's kind of the archetype around which all other battleships are measured, is the Montana line. It's not as much of a sniper as Yamato is, and it's not as tanky as some other ships, but you have very good AP shells, and you have a good heal. Again, it's not like a British super heal, but it's a good heal. If you're right at the slip, so Colorado then again, you have your choice of the Montana line, the Vermont line, or the Louisiana line. If it's your first time through the American battleships, I would say save Louisiana for last unless you know you want a hybrid. Just because they play so much differently. But
Sam Adams, New Jersey will either look like a 1911 Dreadnought or like an Iowa. And
But slightly longer.
aside from that, we have no news about New Jersey.
I think New Jersey is what, like 7 inches longer? Or is it like 3 feet longer? Something like that.
crept out the power crept out the brawling BBs, mainly the Kriegsmarine. I agree the Preußen line isn't the strongest compared to some other lines, but I would say there's a lot of strong brawling BBs. Schlieffen is still pretty good. Libertad is very good. You can be successful in the right brawling BB. And even I've had good games in my Preußen, I've had good games in my regular Bismarck.
Well, that's the thing. Like Preußen, like is like nowadays is more like an analog to Repub. She has really really fast firing guns with 30mm overmatch. They share a dispersion curve actually. Actually, Preußen has a slightly better dispersion curve than Repub, just lower sigma, I believe. So by all means, like you can just main gun build Preußen, and it's like perfectly acceptable.
Oh, our submarine has been spotted.
Curry Fox, what ship line has the best overall ships for Research Bureau? So, depending on what you're looking for, the
Chateau Renault.
mathematical answer is the Harugumo line. Because what you do is you free XP all the way through it, you reset it for research points, and you just keep doing that. You don't buy the ships, you just keep using your free XP, and it's the easiest way to convert free XP into research points. And then whenever you're ready to cash in, you just go through, play all the ships once, and you get the research points.
Oh, hello, incomparable.
That being said, if you want to play all the ships all the way through, the answer is whatever line you enjoy the most. And I know that's not, that's a pretty not helpful answer if you're looking for me to tell you which line, but you're going to have to play all the ships in that line, so it's whatever you want to play.
Holiday tokens are not one-to-one with the research points, but the conversion rate, I believe, is in the dev blog. So if you're not sure about them, just go check in there.
I'm trying to see
if
if
you have
can
no
find
Japanese
something comparable.
DDs, yes. Again, you can absolutely grind Research Bureau points in any line. It's just that if you're looking to do it for the least amount of free XP, the answer is Harugumo.
The other bonus to Harugumo, however you actually say that, is if you want to do like kind of like a half and half split with like grinding and free XPing, free XPing to like Akatsuki, for example, or not Akatsuki, it's Shiratsuyu in that line, right?
Yes.
And then just playing out the Akizuki, then Kitakaze, then Harugumo, because they are very good ships, is quite viable as well. I know players who have an Akizuki captain and a Kitakaze captain sitting there waiting for the reset every single time because they're just good ships to play.
There's the Adalbert. I think we're actually going to open up on him.
Yeah, I'm going to try and light a fire on that guy because he does have that limited number of DCP charges.
As soon as I get it lined up, I'll probably drop my reload booster.
Spotted.
We're going to save our reload booster, actually.
Okay, I did get a fire on the
Slowing
Adalbert.
down.
I'm spotted, which is not ideal.
Is it you deal?
No. Let's see, that in-comp scares me quite a bit.
Same here, but we're going to pop our smoke and our reload booster.
But
and see
I'm in
what
a
we can do.
cruiser, so I have a Citadel. You don't.
I do not. And I think we should be able to do some pretty nasty damage to him right now.
Let's see, I'm getting a lot of incoming fire warnings. I'm going to go ahead and just smoke up right here.
Yeah, sync stuff. Neither of the ships they're playing right now have particularly good ballistics, Jinan and Fuyutsuki, so
Yep.
they are quite floaty, both of them.
Oh boy, that is a lot of torpedoes coming in, and those are quick. Let's see, probably... Oh, well, they ran out. Okay, that's good. Wonder what those were. Could have been the
Torpedoes.
Thor. Thank you. Appreciate the
I'm helpful.
tip.
You're welcome.
You know what else I'd appreciate? If you would, spot.
I'm trying. I suppose I can spot now. I'm not really a scout.
More curious, what line has the most decent ships overall with very few outliers? So, again, kind of a cheat answer.
Montana is kind of this all-arounder.
Montana's all-arounder, but the most decent ships consistently depends a lot on your playstyle, right? So if you are consistent with a very particular playstyle, you can find a line. I would say if you can give us a class that you enjoy playing, it'll be a lot easier to help you out with that question.
We got lots of friends coming around here.
Because we now have almost 60 tech tree, or if you're going by, where they end with a tier 10, there are almost 60 tier 10 tech tree ships in the game. So it's hard to say which one of those is objectively just the best,
Around.
because no one's ever going to get you down.
Pretty good hits on that Thor. Let's see if we can find some spots on this Mecklenburg.
When and how will Fuyutsuki be sold? Soon, and soon.
Oh, there's the incomparable.
Yeah,
again.
we're for those of you that didn't catch it earlier in the stream, we're in a bit of an interesting position where we have been allowed to show you the Fuyutsuki before it's on sale.
Off of NDA either. It's technically still an NDA.
So this is a bit of an interesting
bonus.
circumstances. We wanted to show it off to you as soon as we were allowed to, but that does mean there are certain things that normally we can tell you that we can't right now. So what we can tell you right now is that the Fuyutsuki will be available soon.
All right. Well, we got some interesting. Oh boy, there's the Prince Adalbert again. I think we're gonna pop our smoke. And then we're actually gonna unleash our reload booster as well, and see if we can do some damage.
Let's see, the Worcester's behind the island. I don't think there's anyone in range to spot me if I... Nope, never mind. Famous last words. I don't think there's anyone that can spot me if I shoot now. Yep, there's the Worcester opening up.
I have been radared, which I hate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna back up before that Worcester gets in radar range of me. Incomp is right there. Got some torpedoes away in his general direction.
Trying to keep this island in between all of my friends who are surrounding me.
You do have a lot of friends.
You have a lot of friends.
You're a friendly guy. People just want to get to know Snarf.
I don't want them to know me at the moment. I think I would rather
Oh, he's shy.
be very shy. Get some good targets at least.
I would like to be in smoke, please.
Thank you. Let's see if we can get our torpedoes off of this Adalbert. If we can ever turn. Oh, we actually just might be able to take him down with guns. We'll just take him down with guns.
Yeah, nope, okay, and he's dead.
Ooh, someone was trying to tort me.
Bogsy is living his life. He's moved on from wargaming.
He
but-
just started a podcast, actually.
Yeah.
If you want to go tune into his new podcast. I think the theme of it is how to be a good man.
Yes.
So if you want to be a good man, at
And-
least in Bogsy's eyes, it'd be a cool podcast.
And as I understand it, he already has some pretty interesting guests lined up. So I will let Bogsy do the explaining on who and when, but go check out the podcast.
Yeah, and I think just out of respect for him, I don't think it's appropriate for us to say where he is now.
Yeah. We will not dox him live on the stream.
No, Bogsy's full legal name and social security. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Incomparable.
Got it.
Did you steal it? You son of a donkey.
Hey, I did some shooting at him. I did not steal a thing.
We have a Worcester.
Good old Washer sister.
Wash your sister sauce.
Now that Worcester makes me nervous.
You're telling me. Unleash righteous fury. Don't know if it's going to matter, but we're going to try to do as much damage as we possibly can before we die.
I'm going to try and back you up here, but I don't think I can save you. The important thing is, I can save me.
Yeah, well, we did a fair bit of damage.
Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I
think
am
we are
willing
still.
to make.
I mean, it was a pretty good little, like, between the two islands, tie up a lot of their firepower, and just 449 shots later.
Yeah, I did not get any torp hits, but that is kind of the way it goes when you're just saturation dropping torps down these choke points the way you do in a ship like the Jinan or like the Kitakami.
Oh, big chunks.
You are perfect, Gizmo. Well, thank you.
Gizmo is great.
I do my best.
I
wouldn't-
give him a hard time because it's fun, but he's a good guy.
I wouldn't say perfect, but I appreciate the compliment.
For what it's worth, there, Snarf.
Yes.
I think I would have light cruiser at close range. That's AP.
Yeah,
AP?
that's an AP
that's
for
AP,
yeah,
anything.
probably.
I think you actually would have lived
If I just
if you
turn on
acquire
the
AP,
deeps,
Yeah.
yeah. Probably a mistake.
All right. Well, not a bad game overall.
Top 4, take it.
I think we have time for at least one more.
One more. Well, let's try to sync drop with some duels, shall we?
Ooh, all right. So we gotta undiv for that one
Undiv and see what
because the
we
current
snag.
brawl is 1v1 in tier 8.
I think
No
I
other
know what I'm gonna
modifiers.
bring.
Just bring your favorite tier 8 ship, and that is it.
All right, I know what I'm bringing. Do you know what you're bringing?
I do.
All right.
Hello,
3,
Goran. Greetings
2,
from San Francisco
1.
Bay.
Click.
Hello to you.
I always understood you couldn't get Gizmo wet or you get a gremlin. So how does splashing shells work? Well, the good news is I'm on the boat. So if I sink and get wet, it's already kind of a problem. So that's why I don't play submarines very often.
Unfortunately, we did not get queued together.
What did you bring?
I'm in the Eisener Kanzler.
Ah, a good choice. I am in the Tirpitz.
I'm against the Brandenburg.
The key is good. I wouldn't say it's king. It has a lot of advantages, but I like my Tirpitz quite a bit.
All right, who's gonna get the kill first? Can we get a bet in chat? Gizmo does have like a 4 or 5 second head start on me.
See what? So I'm facing another Tirpitz. What's your opponent driving?
A Brandenburg.
Ah, so your opponent has less health.
61,000 HP versus my 67,000 HP.
Well, I was saying overall, your opponent has less health than my opponent does. So you will have an easier time of killing them.
But if you see them first,
Well, I do have my spotting aircraft, which I am
got
launching.
dually screens going. Advanced technology brought by the only Gizmo. By Gizmo, I mean Zuikatsu. Not gonna DOS him again.
What a stream. All right, so I see the enemy spotting aircraft. E is potentially going around the island. But nope, that's just a wide arc on his spotter.
I'm gonna drop some courtesy whatchamacallits. Do you remember the bug where you could launch all of your manual secondaries at the same time? Those were good times.
I remember the fact that the enhanced secondary brawl happened to coincide with right around when you could get your hands on the Bismarck 41 or Eisner Kanzler, and using the manual secondaries with the manual secondary skill for battleship captains was very, very powerful. Now, I am almost certain this enemy Tirpitz will have launched torpedoes at me. Why? Because I'm also in a Tirpitz, and my torpedoes are loaded. So his are probably loaded too. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue this turn. Yes, I know I'm game returning, but it's either that or eat torpedoes. I survive the hit.
Torpedoes?
Torpedoes. Admiral Revan, good to see you. Am I going to clip him with one? Nope, he managed to avoid all my torpedoes. Alright. Luchin's just activated, which is good.
Oh, tragedy. I have died.
You have died.
I did died.
I am still alive, so there is hope. As long as I can still
What's up,
draw
Raymond?
breath, there is hope. I'm grounded.
Tragedy.
Yep, this is looking a little rough.
Let's hop over to your... Whoops, wrong one.
The question is, do these torps... No!
Wait, what?
I
Yeah,
died.
okay.
Oh, but I got him just after I died. I was hoping that my torp
You
would
did
connect before
technically
he killed
kill
me.
him, so that is
I did.
accurate. All right, let's try to get into it again.
Close, but no cigar.
or cigarettes.
Right. Well,
Ready?
count us down.
3, 2, 1, click. Nope.
Unlucky.
Instantaneous queue into another Turpitz.
Ah, not for me. It's a shame, Fuyutsuki, but I don't want to make an OP ship readily available. I wouldn't call Fuyutsuki OP.
It's good. I
good,
do like it.
but it has very definite weaknesses that can be
Yeah.
exploited.
You gotta play it differently than most destroyers, I'd say.
You have pretty poor handling for a destroyer. Your top speed is not high. You do not have an engine boost. Your maneuverability is poor. You don't have a great health pool. You're a tier 8 destroyer, but you do have better consumables. So, again, it's less a matter of is the ship overall just too strong or too weak, or are you playing to its strengths and minimizing its weaknesses?
Panama asks, when will NA Wargaming diversify the CM teams and hire women? Our longest tenured community manager in North America is a woman, Misty Chu.
Mm-hmm.
She's unfortunately unable to work from the office with us, but we are hopefully going to have her in office.
One day.
Soon.
We are working towards it as
Yes.
much as we can. And yes, the plan is when she is in the Austin office to have a rotation. So we will all rotate on the seats. So yeah, we will try to get some diversity.
But yes, Misty Chu has been a CM for longer than all three of us.
Correct. Yeah.
You will occasionally see Misty poking in chat. I'm fighting another Turpitz. So it is a test of pure skill, unless I lose, in which case it was all luck. Best choice is to delay the fight for as long as possible. By that, were you? there was an enemy Vladivostok that I fought earlier, one-on-one of my Turpitz, and it was then that I realized that the battle timer for this brawl is 20 minutes, or at least it was. It's now 10. I don't know if that was changed.
I'm just going to try to slowly back away from the torpedoes that this guy will inevitably throw at me.
But anyway, this fellow in the Vladivostok managed to engage me briefly and then ran straight to the A line and sailed back and forth while I took all 3 caps. And then and only then did they re-engage. It was a very close match, though, in the end. So props to them for the way they played. That being said, if you are fighting a Turpitz and you do not have torpedoes, but you do have secondaries, then your sweet spot is outside 6 kilometers and inside your secondary range.
That is exactly what I'm doing right now.
He is unironically kind of good. Yeah, it is. It can, if you build it for secondaries, the secondaries can be pretty good. You have torpedoes. You have good guns. I wouldn't say the secondaries are quite as strong as something like a Tirpitz. Just because I don't think the Japanese secondaries quite hold up as well, but that's just personal opinion. Right now, let's see, I got a good first hit.
Zoe, would you say I'm aiming in the right spots or no?
That's about right. I mean, like, the secondaries, you can kind of try to spread them out, try to light fires on different sections of the ship, but they're really, like, their inaccuracy is doing that for you, right?
See, so I'm fighting this enemy Tirpitz. That did sting a bit. I'm going to try and hem him in with these torpedoes before turning
I think we're slowly
way
getting them.
strong to the right. Hard to starboard. This looks like it's going to be a full-on joust.
I think we're going to get them, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, computer froze. Oh,
I do have a bit more health. This is going to be close, though.
we got him.
He got his torps away first. Oh, I don't like this. Oh. The ram, and it's a draw. Just like to see a fair work environment.
See you, Panama.
See you, Panama.
All right. Got 85k damage. A cool 1.2 million from that little fight. And that'll actually take us exactly on time. Did you win yours?
It was a draw.
Draw. Oh, boo. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in on this weekly stream. It is a pleasure to see y'all as always. Fantastic chatting with you. Hope you guys are excited for Fuyutsuki. Again, we'll drop the link in chat. If you want to go drop in there, there is a question plus a giveaway going on in the comments section. So go in there, drop a like if you do like content like that, because our video team does work very hard on the planning, the production, and making those videos possible. So a lot of effort goes into it. So if you like it, the best way to show us that is by interacting with it. So give it a thumbs up, go in the chat, hopefully win some stuff. And if you like this type of ship, if you like gunboats that shoot lots and have a torpedo reload booster and main battery reload booster and some exhaust smoke, then
Reload
maybe it's
all
something you
the
want to keep up.
things.
Exactly. All the buttons, but at the cost of some maneuverability and speed and whatnot. So that's going to be it for us. Any closing words to say to the interwebs before we head out?
No, but everyone say hi to Clyde, who we are reading out to.
Yeah, Clyde plays live. You may have seen them earlier. So
Yeah.
we'll see what they are up to. Unfortunately, he cannot play Fuyutsuki. Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon.
Not on the street.
Not
Not
on
on
stream,
stream.
at least. All right, guys. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Be good.
Take care, chat.
See you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oops, wrong one.